want to get a hotel and you want to stay in your car, you can save money getting in your car. You can also stay at the lake. You have showers there and everything. You pay like 30 bucks. 30 bucks to stay in the lake. There's just things like that that you can save money on. Have your water in there, dude. It's important, man. Take your water. Little bite of one of these at Costco or whatever, 3 bucks or whatever. It's ready to go, man. This is what lasts you the whole time that you're there. Oh, 2 days, 3 days. You could invest on things that you could have forever, you know. All you have to do is just buy the little gas thing. But you could buy a little stove that has a little small one like this. Little small one with a little tank that you could just take every now and then and just cook some water up and make your soups there and save money, man. Instead of getting a hotel for 80 bucks a night, 70 bucks a night, you're spending right here on that kind of stuff. You can eat 2 of those soups, you know, and a burrito, you know, that would be like $1 something, $1.10 or something. These things are like 33 cents, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, you're not gonna be eating that all the time. Not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be healthy. No, man. You know, you only eat that when you go. That's it. You just grind it out out there. Be a freaking. But people that need tips and they'll go out there with not that much and they want to do it. I got that feeling that they'll do anything for it. Man, you can do it, man. You can do it out there. You just have to take little tips from people every now and then. And if you guys got any questions, anything you guys want to learn about tournaments, maybe I missed something or anything, just let me know. I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys some good tips. I mean, you gotta take it from somebody that has experience for it. I've been doing the tournaments just this year, but I stayed in my car a bunch of those times, man. A bunch of those tournaments. Like I didn't even get a hotel or anything, dude. I just stayed in my car and grinded it out. The first time, I didn't have the cushion. I was tired. That was my first tournament. I didn't have a cushion. So remember, cushion, man, for your car or whatever, dude. You're gonna need it. You know. Hopefully, you guys go out there and do some tournaments, and you guys want to save some money. You study the lakes, what they're catching before. You know how the weather was those days. And then when you go in the day before, you just check the weather, how it's going to be tomorrow. That's how you decide what kind of baits you're going to use. Sometimes the weather doesn't stay like that, though. That's how you always have to have those spin reels ready to go with line that you're going to use with your bait casters. You know, that way you can have them ready for those occasions, for everything you need about that. Of course, you're not going to go flipping with the spin reel, you know. That's just crazy. Flip with the spin reel. So you need basically. Sorry, keep my backpack. Also get yourself some deodorant. Deodorant came out. A little weigher so you can weigh your fish. You don't have to cull them. You can just be like, all right, that one weighed like 3 pounds. All right, cool. I weigh like a few ounces. You know, you got time. You got time to do it just real quick. It doesn't take that long. Exactly the kind of the swivel that went into my hand at the end of the tournament. Even like the ball was in there, and I was like, ah. Also keep a little spool of line in here in your backpack. And it doesn't have to be a big spool of line. Just keep a little 12-pound whatever your line you're using that you know that you're gonna be using a lot. Just get like a little spool. Just keep it in your backpack. You know, ready to go. Everything ready to go. You can even have a reel in there already with some line in there. You know. And just have it ready to go. You can just swap out the reel real quick and then there you go. You don't want to take too much, you know. You're not gonna use a lot, you know. You know, always be courteous to the angler. You know, always treat the stuff like it's yours. You know, if you treat your stuff like crap, don't treat this stuff like crap. You know, and toss you out of the boat. Hopefully they do. If you don't got no money to give them or anything, just talk about it. Just tell them, hey, you know what? I don't have no money. You know, I've been giving off 20 bucks all the time when I go, you know, 30 bucks, whatever I have. Because, you know, I'm not a rich person, you know, sometimes I go and stay in the car and stuff, but you just go and just tell the angler, And some of them understand. So want to bring an extra drink for your angler, you can. Next to you know Tina's burrito, an extra hot pocket or something, you can. If you're solitary, you just want to go fish out there, then you just go out and just fish. Either way, that's what I love about fishing. Is there's a bunch of personalities out there. There's a bunch of ways, and it's always important to have a small rod, because you got those talons in the back when you're koi angler, and you got people that have talons and the power poles. It's hard to fish them. You're fishing like this, and the talons and the power poles and the motor are right there. A nice little, good little small reel. You can just go. The so-called backboating. Also, there's that a lot of times happens, man. There's no getting away from it. And with the reel like this, 6'6", maybe like a 5-foot reel, maybe too, a 5-foot pole, with the spin reel, man, you'll be adjusting to anything. Then they'll fish. Check the weather before. Check let's see the tides. If there's a tidal lake or tidal river, check that. Do some research before all the time. Don't be just sitting around, be like, oh, I'm gonna just do whatever the angler does. Do a little research yourself. Remember, if you're gonna take dye, it's better to just dye a few baits up before and take them already dyed. You don't want to drop this stuff on your angler's carpet. You don't want to take this kind of stuff. You don't want to take like a burrito that drops rice and stuff. You don't want to take Chinese food that you're gonna be dropping it. You want to take a nice little, I don't know, like something like a hot pocket, like a Tina's burrito, a protein bar, nothing soupy or nothing crazy like that. It's gonna spill everywhere. Take your glasses, man. You take your polarized glasses, because you're gonna want to be able to see in there. Or if you don't want to, just take some regular glasses. Save your eyeballs. Take some kind of a hat that can cover everything. Cover your whole face, man. Protection, man. You can even put a little mask like I do. I'll put the little mask on with the protection ×2. Put a sunblock on your hands. And I'm telling you, man, don't forget to bring your gallon of water in your backpack. Water is very important out there. If you think you can handle it, man, you don't want to be messed up out there just thinking that you can handle it. If you don't know, if you get seasick, you take a little Dramamine or seasick pills. I went after the tournament because I was gonna go fishing myself, but the guy that I fished with was like, "Hey man, you wanna go fish this one pro spot?" I'm not gonna say who, but he says, "Oh, we could do some frogging or whatever, flipping." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." The frog I was using, it was this Lunker Hunt. I think it was like green tea frog. How fat it is, I mean, they choked it too. They choked it. They choked the thing, This is incredible. Remember, you're always gonna fish with different anglers, different areas, different styles, everything. It's just gonna be super different. You want to be ready for everything, and that's why I'm showing you guys different things. Because at my experience, I had to take a bunch of extra things just for backup, and then have my, ones that I'm gonna have everything in my backpack. The main stuff. Next year when I go in, I'm gonna go in hard, and this year I just went to just learn, just to see what happens, and I didn't really go in trying crazy, but next year I'm gonna go in good, trying good, and trying to succeed and trying to win one at least. On the way, I'm gonna teach you guys, and always try them yourself, try things yourself. I have a few Sharpies, and I got a silver Sharpie, and I got a silver Sharpie that has metallic color in it. I have a bunch of Sharpies that I take, and I just, sometimes if you kind of cut it in there a little bit, and then you put the paint in there,
you could actually like paint it, you know, these kind of colors. But if you just paint it outside, it won't stay that long. But on the hard plastics, you could paint them. They'll stay kind of long. They'll get wiped off, but it'll last a while. Also, little things you gotta think about. You know, if you're gonna fish, like say, Lake Havasu, you know, they got the California side and the Arizona side. You gotta have 2 licenses. You have to have license for each state. Just remember that. If you want to take a water bottle that's half ice, you put water, half water on it. Like this. This is exactly what I did on it. First, I filled it up with water, froze it, and then in the morning, put a little water on it, and then it'll have cold water for a few hours. If you want to crazy glue your baits to your hook, like if you're gonna do flipping so they can stay on there, you can. You know. Also, you know, you could basically do it to almost anything. Like you could glue it to there if you want. You know, especially if you're gonna do skipping, you wanna glue that little part in there. Maybe not flipping, but if you're gonna do skipping, you wanna glue that little, just the bait onto the hook, just so when you skip, it doesn't slide down. I'm gonna get a little bit in depth here, just a little bit, not too much. Hopefully you guys see I don't have that much light, but I'm gonna be pretty quick about this. This is the 7.6, the Abu Garcia Vengeance 7'6" heavy. You know, this is the one for flipping. You want to always take 1 or 2 of these heavy rods, especially if you're gonna go to flipping lakes. And also, you want to take in the mix. You want to take a high-speed reel like this. This is a 8-1 gear ratio, dude. This is a 8-1 gear ratio, man. It's the Abu Garcia Rebel Elite 8. I just got this. This is a 8-1 gear ratio, man. This is a real fast retriever. Be real good for spinner baits, crank baits. Also would be good for flipping, to like crank them out of there quick. For swim baits would be real good. This is pretty much is real good for everything, you know. You won't get tired. Don't forget your weather gear and your scents for your baits.
You got any questions about, you know, different lakes that are up here in Southern California, Northern California? Maybe lakes that I've done tournaments in that you want to know of.
Let me know you guys' experience as a co-angler. We know what happened in those days. Just put it on the comment below. Send a few messages. See what happened on your first day of the co-angler, or any funny things. Post it down. Alright guys, thanks for watching.